Good morning. Welcome to Lesson 23 on Pythagorean Theorem. We're checking out the key idea on page 302, which is regarding right triangles. As you can see, and as you know, the little square in the corner of a triangle indicates that it's a right triangle, meaning that it has a measure of 90 degrees. The two sides that make up that right angle are considered legs, leg A and leg B. Those are interchangeable. Doesn't matter which one is A and which one is B. The side opposite is called the hypotenuse, and we refer to as side C. Again, it's opposite the right triangle, or the right angle. What does this mean in algebra? To be able to find these side lengths, we are going to use the equation a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we square a leg, we add it to the square of the other leg, and that's going to equal the square of the hypotenuse. Let's put it into examples and see how it works. Alright, so looking at example 1 on page 302, you can see that we have a right triangle. Again, it's a little bit different. It's not necessarily the traditional way that we would look at it, but we do. And so we can also see that we have both of the legs given to us. 5 meters is one of the legs, and 12 meters is the other. So we substitute those in to our A and our B. Again, these two numbers can be interchangeable. So as you can see on the second line there, we have 5 squared plus 12 squared is equal to c squared. The next line we evaluate the powers or simplify, right? 5 squared is 25, 12 squared is 144. We continue to simplify by adding. 25 plus 144 is 169. Here's the fun part where we take this, because as you know in algebra, what we do to one side we have to do to the other, so we square root, square root. And so we square root both the left side and the right side of the equation, and that gives us the final answer of a hypotenuse of 13. Now looking at example 2 on page 303, we see that the triangle looks a little bit different. This time, we were given a leg and the hypotenuse. Notice we know it's the hypotenuse because it is opposite that right angle. So here's where it's really important, where when we substitute into the correct places. Again, it doesn't matter where the leg goes, if it goes into the A or the B. Here we chose to put it into the B. So we have a squared plus 2.1 squared is equal to 2.9 squared. At this point, we take a squared plus 4.41 is equal to 8.41. And again, all we're doing there is evaluating the power, simplifying. Now, this next step, we're just solving an equation like we normally would. We have a squared plus 4.41 on one side of that equation. So we have the problem is the addition of 4.41. So we have to subtract 4.41 from both sides of that equation. When we do that, we are just left with a squared is equal to 4. And again, we're going to square root, and the square root of a squared is a, the square root of 4 is 2, giving us a final answer of that missing leg a of 2.